Hello and welcome everyone back to a great day. Today I'm going to be doing some deep spring cleaning. I hope this helps you all. I love body doubling and it really helps me tackle out the day. So if you're like me, I hope you enjoy this and get a lot of work done. So this is totally not sponsored, but I tried this out and I'm going to let you guys know right now. This thing is fantastic because I did go over my cat house with my vacuum and I was super shocked about how well this got the fur out, because I was like, I just vacuumed it, there can't be that much, and oh my goodness, like it almost made it look like new. It even like kind of brushed the fabric or the material, the fabric, yeah, fabric material, whatever, on the cat house, and it literally just made it look new. It was crazy. And I literally just vacuumed this, and I was like, how did that? And it's not even like, it kind of just feels like a regular, let's say like a knife sharpening metal bar type rod. But do you guys see that? Like, it was just insane. See, look, I'm just in shock. I did this on my pillows and stuff too. I was like, no way. And yeah, it got lint, and it's just a little metal piece, and it's smooth. It's not really hard, so I don't think it would rip any fabric, because I did use it on some velvet pillowcase covers, and it didn't catch it or tear or nothing, and it was just like super cool, and it was cheap. I'll link my product in the description
Our hearts beat to the city streets. We began to feel the fire. We rise like tall buildings as the chemicals, they take us higher. The night's young and it's just begun as she puts her hand in mine. We wanna chase the night, wanna dance to the light, pull the stars from the sky, just two hearts running wild. Never sleep, never stop, as we shout from the top. We're gonna be two hearts running wild. So loud as the hours pass, we're gonna do it all again. We wanna chase the night, wanna dance to the light, pull the stars from the sky, just two hearts running wild. Never sleep, never stop, as we shout from the top. We're gonna be, we're gonna be two hearts running wild. The moonlight, summer sky, it was the best we ever had. And we'll stay on forever, we'll never have regrets. We wanna chase the night, wanna dance to the light, pull the stars from the sky, just two hearts running wild. Never sleep, never stop, as we shout from the top. We're gonna be two hearts running wild. We're gonna be, we're gonna be two hearts running wild.
this little tier, like, I guess, table centerpiece for my coffee table. I made this a while back. This is my Mickey Mouse. I just used some rope and hot glue and literally just 3 cardboard pieces to do the, and yeah, I did use 2. I just cut out 2 circles and used that as the base which is not on the bottom of there. I just used it as like a frame type mold for how to do my circle with the hot glue and the rope. It was really cool, but this is probably like a good 5 or 6 years old, and I think it's only came undone the top part, mainly because my husband picks it up by that top piece instead of like grabbing the whole thing. So just a little bit, but I really, really love this, and it's great because I like Mickey Mouse, so yes, I had to make it, and it's still kind of that nice, cute little rustic area. But otherwise, let's get back to cleaning. So I am going to be washing some eggs, or I've had a few people like message me over on my Instagram about this. All I do is I fill up my sink with cool water and I add vinegar. I don't use hot because I don't want to cook the eggs and ruin them. So, but yeah, I just fill up my eggs, and especially if I got fresh ones that somehow got dirty because the chicken's feet were muddy or whatever, I put them in here with probably about a fourth cup. I don't really measure anymore. I kind of just pour the vinegar into the water, and I let them sit anywhere from 5 to 10 minutes, and this breaks down the bloom, which sometimes is what gives the chickens the color of their eggs. I do have a blue jean chicken egg layer since they're Americanas, so they lay that blue greenish color egg. And yeah, it just comes off real easy, and I just use a silicone egg cleaner, or just a silicone like sponge type thing. It's real gentle on it and it gets it right off. I rinse them, I dry them, and I put them in my fridge. I don't like to leave eggs out on my counter longer than a week, which you can if you do not wash them, because the bloom protects the eggs from going bad. I hope you guys enjoyed hanging out with me today, and see there in the sunlight you can actually see the color of these blue-green eggs. Yes, I did boil some too because I wanted some fresh boiled eggs, but it's all done, and thank you all for hanging out, and I'll catch you all next time. Bye.